This isn't going to be over at the 1-year anniversary. This isn't going to be over at the 2 or 3 year anniversary. The needs are going to change, but they're always going to be there.
A lot of the rain that fell during Helene, the heaviest rain was at the top of the watershed in North Carolina. That amount of water only had a few places to go and came right through our area. And we saw flooding that was generational, that no one alive has seen before.
Here at Blue Ridge Paddling, I can see this location from my front door. The morning of the disaster, the floodwaters coming in, the buildings floating down the street, everybody rallying around, helping move supplies, move people, evacuate. These are my neighbors, these are my friends.
East Tennessee State University has a deep and long-standing commitment to the people of Appalachia. That means economic development, education, healthcare, but also prevention.
There's a lot of areas that are more vulnerable than we thought. How does this change how we build bridges? How does this change where we build hospitals? Now we've got new data to make better informed decisions. A grant that was funded through NOAA developed some of these resilience tools. We developed a story map that has a lot of data built into it that now is scalable, transferable. We can take that to festivals and have a booth set up, where, hey, come in and see okay, what's the data say about flooding in my community? That's a big win right there, is okay, there's data that I can use that I didn't know about to make better decisions. And so that's a big part of these workshops and resilience roundtables that we've been trying to provide as the Climate Office.
We want to help the community be prepared for the next disaster, whatever it might be. We're going to train 500 high school students in basic first aid, disaster response, and then we're going to provide them with what we call a go bag. So in the event of a future disaster, they can grab this bag and evacuate. Additionally, with basic first aid training, it may not be a disaster. It could be an accident in the home, out in the field, in the farm, wherever it happens to be. But we want every high school kid that we train to have that level of confidence to know that they can prepare for that, whatever the situation is, but they can also respond to it.
To the survivors across our community, ETSU, first and foremost, is devoted to improving the quality of life of the people of our region. That is our mission, but I want people to know it's not just a slogan. These are the communities that our students live in, and that our staff and workers on campus live in. These are the communities that we grew up in.
You can think about a situation as being victims or survivors, and survivors rebuild. Survivors are resilient, and I think we've seen that here. This is a community of survivors. The amount of community service that ETSU has led, getting into the community, helping people, homeowners, working with Appalachian Service Project and all these other groups that have done just a fantastic job. There are people living in new homes now that their homes were completely destroyed.
So towards the end of the spring semester, we came together and thought, how do we continue to support the work? And essentially, we sent out kind of a mass call to the region, and we've had about 130 faculty and staff just across those 4 days, which is incredible. It has impacted me personally, and I think for me, that has only lit that fire under me even more to figure out what it is that I can bring.
And that's resilience right there, is that sign of the community coming together, identifying the issues that they need to solve, the problems they need to solve, and then solving them together. If you're a flagship university, you're leading by example. And I think that ETSU's done a really good job of that, and is continuing to kind of find different ways to serve